So today I thought it'd be fun to do a full face of Maybelline makeup. Now you know I'm obsessed with their Super Stay Skin Tint infused with vitamin C, and there are so many other iconic products from Maybelline that have just flown off the shelves. So I thought it would be fun to do an entire face of Maybelline products. Let's see what works for our mature skin and what should we just toss out. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. You guys, I went down a rabbit hole of all of my Maybelline makeup. I even picked up some new products to test them out today, and I've got some opinions. Some of these are really good and some of these are really bad. So make sure you stay till the end to see what works and what doesn't work. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, how you doing? Yay, I know. There's so many iconic Maybelline products out there, and I had no idea the scope of it. Now, you know I love their brand new Super Stay Skin Tint infused with vitamin C. I did a whole video, a whole entire review on this. It also ranked #1 in my favorite skin tints for mature skin, but I've never tried the Fit Me foundation that is dewy and smooth. I thought it would be great to try it out. I'm just going in with my favorite primer from WetNWild. It is their Prime Focus Priming Serum. Oh, this stuff is magical. It works great with any foundation, any skin tint. I thought I had a Maybelline primer. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried any of their primers and which is good, because I definitely want to test out their primers. But yeah, this is the Fit Me Foundation, dewy and smooth for normal to dry skin. This contains vitamin E, oh, a sunscreen, and I'm in the shade 125, Nude Beige. Now, this unfortunately does not have a pump or even a medicine dropper. Dude, this just pours right out of the bottle. So be careful when you are using it. It gets really messy. So I'm just gonna put a decent amount on the back of my hand so we can check out the consistency. It's quite runny. And now that the primer has settled into my skin, I'm just gonna go right in with this foundation. It feels kind of good. I don't know, let's try this. And oh, it definitely has, oh my gosh, there is a scent to this. So if you're sensitive to smell, you may not like this. It's hard to describe. It kind of reminds me of my childhood when I used to put on makeup back in the day. Now this is supposed to be for normal to dry skin. Now, if you're new here, I do have normal to dry skin. I do have hyperpigmentation, fine lines, redness. I'm hoping it won't be cakey on my mature skin. That's what I'm hoping for. This is just a little bit, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and try the other side and fan it out. And tap it in with a dampened beauty sponge. That's not bad. You know what, I'm gonna be brave. I'm just gonna go ahead and go right in. This is definitely dewy. Wow, this is so pretty. I think it only retails for like $8. This is lovely on the skin. Now, this feels really good. Very hydrating, very dewy, somewhat tacky to the touch. So while that is settling into my complexion, I picked up their Fit Me concealer. I've never tried this concealer before. Can you believe it? I'm in the shade 020. This retails for about $7.50. It comes in 14 shades. Now this concealer is supposed to conceal redness, flaws, blemishes to achieve a more flawless complexion. It's supposed to be breathable, oil-free, and not supposed to clog your pores. Now, at my mature age, I just don't want it to settle into my fine lines. I prefer a thinner consistency of concealer. That way, it won't settle into my fine lines. So I can't wait to test this out. I like the doe foot. It's very tiny where you can get into those tight places. And I'm just gonna apply it where I want to brighten up that area. So I'm gonna let that marinate for a moment. I also picked up the Maybelline City Bronzer. I heard this was a beautiful matte bronzer. I picked up the shade 200, but yeah, I can't wait to dive into that. But let's go ahead and tap in the concealer and see how it looks and see if it settles into fine lines. I like to use the heat of my ring finger to tap it in. The consistency is not as thin that I would prefer, but it's not bad. It's blending out very well. I'm just gonna put whatever's left over on my eyelids. Now, with a thicker consistency of concealer, I like to use my dampened beauty sponge. Typically, I'll go in with my concealer brush, but if it's a little bit thicker, I like using this method to gently tap in the concealer. I find this method so effective, especially if you have a thicker concealer, but it just kind of thins it out and just blends it in beautifully. but that just went on so nice. Wow, this is a great little concealer. I'm gonna go in with their City Bronzer. I'm so excited for this. Somebody compared this to the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Hello, if it's like that, I mean, that's super expensive, but this one was like under 10 bucks. Feels super smooth. I like that. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, the packaging is no frills. It's not that fancy. Oop. I'm just gonna go in with my brush and just tap it in and see how it looks. There are 3 shades. You've got 100, 200, and 300, with 300 being the deepest. I went in the middle with the medium shade, but that is just so pretty. Look at that. This is really smoothing on the skin. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Oh, it just gives my skin that natural kiss of sun. This is so nice. I love this. This is a gorgeous matte bronzer, but this is the City Bronzer from Maybelline. When I was doing my research for this video, I was like, blush. Blush. Does Maybelline ever have blush? Except for those really small, the really tiny ones that you see at the grocery store and the drugstore. This came out, I believe, a year or 2 ago. I love a good cream blush. I do love a liquid blush because it doesn't show any texture on our mature skin. So I was really psyched in testing out the Cheek Heat Sheer Gel Cream Blush. Now, I've heard some things about this, but I wanted to find out for myself if this is any good. I picked up the shade Nude Blush, and it comes out in a squeezy tube. No frills on the packaging, like I said. And let's take a look at the consistency of this cream gel blush. Oh my gosh, am I gonna regret this? Let's see what oh, this is very thick, like paint. I'm gonna heat it up on the back of my hand and wish me luck. I think I got way too much. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tap it in with my fingertips. All right, so when you apply it, it feels almost like a gel. Very lightweight. How surprising. Yeah, it feels super thick when you first squeeze it out of the tube, but it's, oh, that shade is beautiful. It's very natural, rosy looking, but it seems like the more I blend it in, it's lifting up that foundation. So I'm just gonna try to tap it in oh so gently. I'm bringing it slightly higher up, but yeah, it's definitely a jelly-like consistency once you apply it on the skin. And the more I tap into it, baby, the more it's lifting up my foundation. Oh no, don't do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how it will work with one of my all-time favorite complexion brushes. This is from e.l.f. It is the Complexion Duo brush. In this brush, I trust. It is just such a wonderful brush for applying cream products, powdered products. Oh, see, now that's better. Okay. Yeah, this is a weird consistency. I don't know. I don't see this lasting for very long, and I already see it pulling up off my foundation. I mean, it's like you gotta add more, but the more you add, it just kind of disappears. Okay, that's disappointing. It's like I'm filling in the blank there. I don't know about this. It's kind of neat when you first apply it, but then it kind of fades. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to make this look as seamless as possible. Now, I know Maybelline has a bunch of different types of eyeshadow. Their cream eyeshadows are beautiful, but I kind of got nostalgic. I know, call me crazy. I saw these cute little singles at Walmart, and there were so many beautiful colors. I was in a mood for purple. I know, crazy, huh? But look, it comes with a sponge tip applicator. Do you guys remember applying your eyeshadow back in the 80s just like this with the sponge tip applicator? I think that's what I want to do today. I reviewed these shadow blocks I think it was last year. These I know are really, really bad. I mean, it's a cute idea. They're shadow blocks, and they come with 3 different eyeshadows in the blocks. You got this one, and then you open it up, and then you got that shade, and then you've got your last shade here. Cute packaging, terrible product. I know this for a fact because I reviewed it, was not thrilled, but I'm willing to give it a second chance. So what I want to do is I want to go in with this top shade here. I think this color story is called, don't know, but I want to go in with this soft pink through here on a fluffy brush just to have a nice little transitional shade and buff it out. Okay, so that shade's not so bad. I mean, the idea is nifty, but the quality is just severely lacking. The pale shades in these little shadow blocks are great for just like an all over lid shade, but I found the shimmers and the deeper shades were just meh, just really no pigment, difficult to blend. But you know what? This one shade is working quite well. Now, I'm gonna go in with, what do they call these? The Expert Wear Eyeshadow. You guys, this is $3.98. Why I picked purple, I have no idea. I don't know, but I thought it was such a gorgeous color and it just kind of reminds me of the 80s. Let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it. Oh, that is purple, but you know what? It's not that bad. Just for fun, let's take it back to 1984. I'm gonna go in with the sponge tip applicator and see, ooh, it's not as dusty. And I'm just gonna go all over the lid and just kind of plunk it down. Oh, back in the day, this brings back memories. Look at this, wow. I really like this color. Oh boy. You know what, sponge tip applicator works. And I'm gonna bring it up kind of towards my crease, kind of like a fade, if you will. Wow. You know what? Don't knock the sponge tip applicator, man. It's actually quite lovely. It's got a little bit of shimmer in it. This is really pretty. Okay, I see some fallout. But yeah, I'm gonna go on the other side. That is not bad at all. Now, I am gonna blend it out because, yeah, I'm gonna take a clean brush and just blend it. Have the lavender fade up into that light pink. That's actually a really pretty look. Oh, so nice. I wanna take a little bit of that lavender, the purple eyeshadow. I know, I'm tapping it off. And I'm gonna run it under my lower lash line, kind of like, oh gosh, this is gonna be hard. You know what? I'm not gonna use that tool. I'm gonna use like a really tight packing brush and just run it along the lash line. I'm gonna use whatever I kind of threw on there with the sponge and just kind of smoke it out. Wow, that's not bad. I mean, for $3.98, and you guys, the shades that they had were absolutely beautiful. Sometimes if you buy one of their palettes, the quality is not so good, but if you buy one of their singles, the quality is just amazing, which I find very strange. All right, so that is really pretty. I like that. Okay, now I do have a little bit of fallout from that purple eyeshadow, so I'm gonna go in with the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder and just gonna take a little bit on my flat brush and just kind of whisk it away and set that under eye area right through there. Ooh. And set my most porous areas. That is not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly tightline my waterline, and this is just the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate. I swear by this. Now, I did pick up Maybelline's Hyper Easy Liquid Eyeliner Pen. You guys, I was so obsessed with their pen in black. Whenever I needed like a dramatic eye, I would always go in with this liquid eyeliner. But this time I picked it up in brown, ooh, dark brown at that. I thought it'd be really pretty with this eyeshadow look, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up. As you can hear, it does have a ball in there, and it's got a super fine tip. Starting on the outer thirds of my eye and just kind of stamping along my lashes, kind of like that. And then wing it out. So just stamp it along like that. So I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just clean up this area right through here. Now, Maybelline does have such an array of mascaras. Some of them have gone super viral and you couldn't even find them in the store. I remember a couple of years ago when their Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara came out, you could not find it anywhere. And I think they were selling it for like 20 bucks on Amazon. I mean, how crazy is that? But I thought it would be fun to revisit it again. I needed a new tube anyway. I know my daughter Ava really loves this mascara, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. Now, as you can see, it has a silicone wand and like little spiky things for the comb, but it's got a super uber flexible tip. And we're just gonna go right in, and I'm gonna concentrate on the outer thirds of my eye. This is a great wetter formula. It's not very thick, but it really gets into the lashes, lengthens the lashes. Not a bad mascara. How pretty is that? Yes, still a fantastic mascara. This is beautiful. It really is. I did my brows off camera, and for the longest time, Maybelline's Brow Ultra Slim Brow Pencil was my all-time favorite. This is completely gone. It really is, but I made do with what I had left. And then I wanted to test out their Tattoo Studio Brow Styling Gel. So I've never tried this product before. I kind of dabbled with it yesterday. It kind of has a bigger brush than what I'm accustomed to. I love the Wow Brow from e.l.f. that has a tiny, tiny brush, which you can really get into those brow hairs and thicken them. But this is their, does it tattoo your brows? I don't know. Tattoo Studio. God, I hope it doesn't. You better be on point with this application, but let's go ahead and brush it through. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. It's a little clumpy. Let me see if I can remove some of it. You're gonna get a lot right straight away out of the bottle, so clean your brush. Oh my gosh, maybe I need to go over here for a bit. It's a very, oh goodness gracious. It's hard to apply because this brush is so big. Okay. Oh great, this brow is gonna be bigger. Okay, I need a tiny, tiny brush. I'm gonna try to fix that right through there. Oh no. Not a fan of this. I can tell you right now, not a fan of this. Definitely remove a lot of the product before you apply it on your brows. Trust me, you'll thank me later. But yeah, it did thicken up my brows. It's not bad. I prefer a smaller wand, but that's just me. For the last product, Maybelline has so many lip products. You've got their well-loved Lifter Gloss. You also have their Superstay Matte Ink Lipsticks. You also have their Superstay Ink Crayon. I've got several of these shades. I mean, the shade range, the shades are amazing. But today, I'm gonna go a little light. I think with my purple eyeshadow, I definitely wanna go in with something lighter, something more muted and a little more subtle. But remember the Lifter Glosses? Oh my gosh, love, love, love these. But I'm gonna go in with Lifter Gloss in the shade Silk. This is such a gorgeous color. Nice fatty doe foot. Very silky, very hydrating, very, very glossy. Now, I know they did come out with new shades, but Silk is just so becoming on the skin. It's delicate, it's ethereal. It's such a beautiful muted shade of pink that I think will complement any look. But here we are with the final look, and I'm ready to give you my thoughts on all of these Maybelline products, what to get, what to avoid. So let's start out with the foundation. You guys, I'm super impressed with the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation. This is very hydrating, it's very smoothing. I love the shade that I'm in. It doesn't look cakey whatsoever. I just went in with one little, I guess, dollop on the back of my hand, and it just applied beautifully. It's very smoothing, very hydrating. It does tend to get a little tacky on the complexion, but not to worry, it does settle down. It looks great on the skin. This is fantastic. It's beautiful. Let's talk about the Fit Me concealer. Super impressed with this concealer. Oh my gosh, I love the tiny little doe foot where you can get into those nooks and crannies. It blended out easily under my eye. Now it does have a little thicker consistency than what I'm accustomed to, but it was super easy to blend out. It just melted under my eye. It blended out beautifully and seamlessly. Like I said, if you come across a consistency of concealer that's a little bit thicker than what you're used to, I highly recommend using your dampened beauty sponge to just press it in. It just looks flawless. I mean, this looks really, really nice. City bronzer, fantastic. It's gorgeous. It's so affordable. It looks really seamless on the skin. It blended in beautifully. It's fantastic. I'm gonna start reaching for this. This is gorgeous. Now, what I don't recommend is this cheek heat. This is quite possibly the worst blush I've ever applied on my face. It's just picking up everywhere I tap in. I've used a brush, I used my fingertips. It just does not want to stay put. It's kind of streaky. It's got a weird consistency. I know it's supposed to be a cream gel blush. It comes out really thick and kind of haphazardly out of the tube. And then once you heat it up and then apply it, it turns into like a jelly mess. It's just bad. Yeah, you don't need that. You guys, I just am so nostalgic for these little singles. They are beautiful. It was super easy to blend out. There was a tad of fallout, but you know what? It's no Natasha Denona, that's for sure. But you know what? I even had fun applying it with a sponge tip applicator. There's always that option if you don't have a brush, but it's a beautiful shade. I love this look. And of course, the lifter gloss, you can't go wrong. It's iconic for a reason, and of course the mascara. But yeah, lots of hits and a few misses, but you know what, not everyone's going to come out on top, but some of these products are well worth the try, especially at an affordable price. But you guys, I had so much fun going down memory lane and trying out all these makeup products. But what do you think? What is your all-time favorite Maybelline makeup product? Let me know down in the comments. I think it would be fun to find out what everybody's favorite is. I did do a full face of e.l.f. makeup not too long ago, and I thought it'd be fun to do a full face of Maybelline. Let me know down in the comments if there's another makeup brand that you'd like to see a full face of. But yes, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I always have so much fun, and I hope you did too. And if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. But for now, mahal kita, I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.